In this week's show, we're going to be reminiscing on some of our funniest crashes. And take a look at this from Moab. Remy, what are you doing?
Whoa.
It's all coming up on this week's Dirt Shed Show. Stick around. Yes, welcome back to this week's show. Joined with myself, Blake Samson. We've got Chris Smith from GMBN, and we've got someone on the sofa.
Watcha, how you
There
doing?
he is, Doddy. Yes, we're going to be talking about the funniest moments, but like crazy crash moments. To be honest, at the time they were quite serious. Now looking back at them, they could be quite funny, but I don't think I've got as many crashes as Chris Smith. But the one crash I've had is snapping my leg.
Oh.
It sounds funny.
No, it doesn't.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
No, it sounds horrible.
Yeah, it just sounds like when you slip a pedal it hits your shin.
Oh.
It's like that. Dah! It's like you're like
Done.
But it was actually your leg.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
Dude, that's not funny at all.
no. To be honest, it wasn't
pretty
funny.
warped.
Have you got a funny one?
Yeah, so there was a time out the saddle, sprinting up my local high street,
Sprinting.
chain snapped, right? And so you know
Funny.
what happens when your weight goes forward?
Yeah.
Both my feet hit the floor, rolled both my ankles, hit my ankle bones on the floor, and then rode over my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, while I was winded, and then just toppled over at the side of the road. So the side of the road, my ankles hurt, and I'm like, "Ugh," and all the people in the bus stop are laughing.
Were your ankles like really broken?
No, they weren't broken.
They weren't
were
broken?
No. I just
Oh,
had
that's
I just rolled.
ridiculous. Yeah.
I couldn't get back up again. I was proper like winded, and it really hurt.
By a bus
But if
stop.
I was sat at the bus stop, I'd have been laughing because it was ridiculous.
I'd have thrown my crisp or sandwich at you, like, what are you doing down there? Anyway,
He's had loads, though, hasn't he?
yeah, you've had lots.
I've had
Some are
lots.
very, very serious, but some I feel like quite
Yeah,
funny.
so I searched deep for this one, did a bit of research, and put a few on my list for this. And I think back in the day, probably it was like late 90s, maybe early 2000s, I did this first big cliff drop, underestimated the speed and had to jump over the handlebars on this. It's about a 25-foot fall down this cliff, but somehow I managed to roll out of it, stand up, and I had honestly a little rip in my T-shirt, and that was it.
That's not funny, Chris.
not funny
That's not
either.
funny. That's not funny.
But check this one out.
25 foot.
This is a funny one, right? So I went over my local quarry and I set up this wall ride, pulled out a rotten ramp out of the hedge, pedaled flat out into this wall, ramp snaps, I just go straight over the handlebars into the wall and it clips up on
That
screen.
is
Well, you
funny.
like
I've seen
backslap
this
the
clip.
wall?
Yeah, no, just straight into it, just sort of grinded along it, but it could have potentially
You could have just ridden straight into
just
it.
straight into the wall.
Oh, right. Okay, that's quite
Pretty
funny.
horrible.
Yeah.
There's a few more if you guys want to see this.
crack on.
Obviously, Windhill Bike Park is our
yeah.
local shredding spot.
We like that spot.
Help build that stuff, and testing some of these jumps out was a bit of a test in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the Pro line set up a little bit bigger than it is these days. And check out this. This is where I nearly broke my back, actually. Just managed to get my feet over the landing and slide down.
It's not funny at
It's
all.
not
It's not funny.
But
This is the funniest crashes.
It could have been the worst one ever. But I think the one that is definitely
Hold on,
funny.
go on.
You-
It's the one where the saddle tried to
got
get
that.
through your shorts.
Oh,
That's the
yes.
one.
Trials to trail. Or
Yeah.
Trials challenge we did.
That's it, yeah.
That was funny. Now, that is funny.
nearly OTB, then get penetrated by the saddle, wasn't it?
I fell on the floor in hysterics. Now, that is funny. And I think after all that tragic crashes that you've told us, me snapping my leg, yours is quite funny.
Yeah.
I think we should crack on with the show.
Definitely.
Competition time. This one is an absolute banger. Now, I've been building a van, a whole project that's been taken.
Have you?
It's been taken a whole year. Yes,
Wow.
I've been building a van, the ultimate mountain bike van. But all the tools that I've been using are Worx Powertools. Now, we're going to give away a whole range of tools so you can go and build your own. Here's a link in the description down below. Go in there and hopefully you win it. Yes, you. Hopefully you get a chance to win this. Plus, we got 10 runner-ups of the Hydro Shop.
I want to win it.
Dude, there's
That's
so
an
many
amazing
tools.
prize.
Yeah, thank you very much to Worx Power Tools because they have been an absolute trooper, been powering me through this van build. It's incredible.
Now, a great way of supporting us here on GMBN is to get into the shop and make some purchases. We've got some great deals going on. In fact, you can get a free mudguard with every single jersey bought from the store at the minute.
Oh, yes, because that's us people in the UK and the Northern Hemisphere. It's time for those winter months.
getting
So
muddy.
strapping a mudguard on is definitely going to save your eyeballs from getting mud in it. Head over there. But it's time for news and the sickest thing from Tom and Toff.
What's up, everyone? This week we're kicking off with the results from the Trophy of Nations from Finale. The team-based mountain bike event returned where the top 3 enduro racers from each country raced for a combined time and a chance to win medals and the coveted Trophy of Nations UCI Champions jersey. In the women's race, it was a formidable team from France who took the win. A combination of Coudurier, Char and Poujant just too strong, winning by a minute and a half. Germany second, Great Britain into third. The men's race was a nearly 30-second victory for Team New Zealand as Murray, Walker and Masters took the win ahead of France and the USA, who rounded out the podium in third. A few new products for you now. Hunt Wheels have released their new Proven range. 2 new carbon wheels which have been in development with their XC and Enduro athletes for almost 2 years. The XC wheels have a 30mm internal width, 22mm depth, 5-degree hub engagement and tip the scales at 1,496 grams a pair. The Enduro wheels, as you would expect, are a little heavier, 1,920 grams a pair, but feature an oversized axle, 30mm rim width, 23mm depth, and they actually feature front and rear specific layups and are laced up with different gauge spokes too, to tailor to the requirements. Structure Cycleworks have shared this shot on their Instagram of a new hardtail they've been working on. The purveyors of linkage forks allude that they are working on securing manufacturing in the comments before the official launch of the Ascension. Finally, Crankworx has come to Cairns, Australia for the first time. 51 riders turned up to throw things sideways for the whip-off, with Garrett Metcham and Geordie Scott taking top honours. We'll catch up with the rest of the events next week, but for now, let's see where Toff's at with this week's Sickest Thing.
This week's Sickest Thing has to be this new video from ATHERTON, Continental and ATHERTON bikes. It's called the RIDGELINE 2, The Return, and oh my days, is it absolutely ridiculous. In the video, G says that they started building the trail almost 2 years ago, and by the time that they finally got it going and rideable, that was when they had like the gnarliest crash of all time. The dude fell off a cliff. Seriously, it looked insane, like full explosion. How on earth is he back riding this sort of stuff again? He must be actually one of the gnarliest mountain bikers of all time. If you've not seen this video yet, you just have to check it out. There's some sick drone footage. And yeah, the world just needs to go put some respect on G's name. The dude is a gangster. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
It's time for hacks and bodges, and we've got some good folk in here to kind of scrutineer all these hacks and bodges, because we got some absolute stinkers. And we're going to kick it off with Alistair with this one. Look at this, everyone. Like, did he split his chain with his shoelace?
It's apparently you can, but I've tried this and I've never been able to do it. But I don't know. What do you think, Tony?
I've never managed to do it with a new one.
No.
Maybe an old rattly one.
Yeah,
one that's
Don't know.
loose.
It's difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
The reason he is splitting his chain is because he's bent his derailleur. Take a look at this. That is definitely bent. I think there's no doubt about that. But he's kind of used the shoelace to tie his chain up so he could ride it.
He's made like
He's kind of put a DCD on top of his chainstay.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of a pretty cool idea, to be fair.
I think that'd probably have limited mileage, though, wouldn't it? A chain across a shoelace.
I'd
Yeah.
have thought the speed you could pedal that before it messes up. You may as well walk anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, he said it saved him walking home.
Hey, but if it got him, well, fair play.
Got him home. It got him home. Well, that was some bodge for sure.
That's for sure.
Oh, this next one's from Richard. He has a common cell Meta, and he's in the Peak District. And his friend, not Richard, his friend broke his maxle or his axle on the reel.
Yeah,
on the
breaks
rear.
on the threads. Do you know what? I've done that exact same thing and done a similar bodge to that, and it does work. This is really good, by the way, Richard, for doing this
with the baling twine.
Yeah, but I've not done it with baling twine. I did it with an inner cable that had spare.
Yeah,
and ran an inner cable around the rear mech hanger.
Yeah,
yeah. So that basically under that 5mm bolt.
Yeah,
and then back through. So that was a loop.
So you pinched it there,
pulling it all together. Yeah, and pinched it shut basically with the brake boss bolts.
Whoa.
Master.
That was with Chris from Nikolai and Geometron.
Yeah.
They helped me do that. And carried on riding. It was all right. Yeah, because the remaining threads held it all together and you just, because the rest of the axle was broken, that's just what tied it in.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a really good hack.
That's a really good hack. I like that then. Well done, Richard. But then we've got this one from Mads. The bike is a 90s mountain bike and he wanted to run a BMX cranks on his commuter. So he had to turn it into a single speed, and basically he 3D cut these things, washers out of
sick.
And
acrylic.
Using that old school road derailleur as a chain tension is pretty cool as well, isn't it?
Yeah, neon green. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that is definitely a good hack.
Looks like a door guard, the big one, doesn't it? Got the door guard, then your smaller spaces.
Yeah. I remove mine straight away. Do you?
Yeah.
No, I'm quite dorky.
Yeah, you kind of come. Anyway, that one is actually quite good. I like that because I've always wanted to turn my mountain bike into a single speed.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, I need to turn this into a single speed bike.
I think that's really cool. It's not a bodge or a hack. He's kind of just made something really cool.
Yeah,
I think.
I think it's between Richard and Alistair.
I'm favouring Richard because that takes a lot of ingenuity to actually think, how can we hold this together and actually get home? I think
so too.
That's a proper good trailside fix. That.
Yeah, definitely. That takes it for me as well, I think.
I think so. Well done, Richard. I think you should congratulate yourself, and hopefully your friend's got a new axle. There'll be a gift coming towards you. If you want to get involved with Hacks and Bodges or anything on the Dirt Shed Show, there's a link in the description. Head over to our uploader and send it in, be it Hacks and Bodges or
crashes, sends, jumps. We love seeing it all here on GMBN.
And Bike Vault. Caption contest, and this was last week's photo of me and Ollie Wilkins doing an endo, kind of a romantic endo.
What was going on there? Was he testing out your mouthwash or something?
He was smelling my breath.
Yeah, I thought so.
I got a new toothpaste. I got a new toothbrush, actually.
Touching helmets out in the woods.
It's not that one that you wash your chain with, is it?
No, I highly recommend you do not use stuff to wash your chain in your mouth. Anyway, they commented away in the description down below, hashtag caption contest, and we've pulled out some of these from there. And I don't really want to read them because it's
about you. So first one we got from Jason True says, when I was getting ready to crash, I thought I was going to be kissing dirt, not another guy.
And Baz Bruin said, Blake didn't quite get doing an ollie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like that.
Well, actually, that's really bad, that one.
Dabs DJ says, Blake testing his belief that everyone is a beautiful person.
Oh, they are. Everyone is beautiful. Oh,
that's nice and falsely real, to be fair.
Yeah. I thought they would get a bit more nasty. A bit more, But there
might be some selecting.
I think there was some selective selecting in the comments. Anyway. Well, I don't know which one to pick.
I don't know.
I think don't quite get doing
Jason or Baz, I think.
Yeah. You choose.
Let's give it to Baz.
Didn't
quite get doing an ollie.
Nice.
Well done. Prize is coming towards you. Now, this is this week's caption contest photo. Look at that.
Good luck with that one.
Good luck with that.
Oh,
Remember, hashtag caption contest in the description down below so we can pick out the favourite ones. Now, something sick that we've seen on our social media platforms, and you've seen something pretty crazy.
Yeah, so although it's Caroline Buchanan's crash, a front flip over rotation, I can't believe H walked away from that to start without breaking loads of bones.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, it's testament to all the pro racers and riders out there, how much training they have to do pre and post, basically, to withstand it. And gnarly story, and we've seen this with G as well.
We've seen
of course, in recent times.
Yeah.
That's it. Well,
that is crazy.
She's up and riding again.
Yeah, no, it is nuts. I've seen something pretty wild. It's not a crash because it's been quite a lot of crashing going on the show this week. But Remy, again, he's set in. Remy Metellier, riding in Moab down this crazy rock face, shot from the front, and looks like, why the hell are you riding down a wall with no ropes and stuff? That's nuts, isn't it?
It looks crazy. It's such a good angle.
It is such a good angle. Right, this is probably my favourite part of the show, and I think for most of us it is.
100%.
It is time for the Bike Vault, and we're straight in with an absolute banger. This is Carl, Specialised Enduro Comp 29er.
It's nice.
Look at that.
Lots of matchy green going on there.
Spank. Oh, I'm a big fan of Spanks, and I like the tan walls.
It's nice. He's matched up his tyre logos. Come on, that's the secret.
Yeah, super nice.
Come on, people.
Right, next up, we got this beauty in from Sebastian. He's got a 2017 Trek Remedy RSL out in Norway.
Nice.
Just out on a spontaneous trip, test out my new setup, and it looks a cool bike. But like the handguards, what do you think about the handguards?
Handmade?
Yeah, they look like it, don't they?
Custom handguards. There we go. Custom handguards. Yeah. E13 wide range of 11-speed cassette SRAM. I like it. It's nice.
Nice.
I am a fan of the Focus. Hey.
Definitely taking in dark British woodland, isn't it?
It definitely. It's
Sheffield.
Sheffield definitely gets darker quicker up there than it does down in the south.
Taking on potato camp.
North.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Nice. What do you think?
It's nice.
Nice. Moving on into this.
Whoa. Atmospheric shot of that mist.
Something from Blair.
Yonkers, New York. Yonkers?
Yonkers?
Yeah.
Yonkers.
I love it. I think it's sick.
It's a Cannondale. Can we not say
a
it's
habit, isn't it?
Yeah, can we not say it's a super nice? Because Mr.
Yeah.
Ashton's not here and he can say anything. But it is a super nice. But
It is a
it's
super
nice.
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 Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Next
Oh,
up.
there's another
Whoa.
one from Zach in Sleepy Hollow, New York. Candle Slate. But I can't give this a super nice because it's not a mountain bike.
Well, yeah. You've done a video.
It is a super nice.
Well, I'm going to say it's super nice because I'm a big fan of a gravel bike. I do like him, and he's got tan wheels. It's green. I'm a big fan of green. It's my favourite colour. And anyway, moving on.
Look good. Doddy, I think you're going to like this next
super
bike.
nice, the pace.
Super nice.
Lovely lyrics on there.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
Those
fan
are
of
cool,
that.
isn't it? Really
Oh,
nice.
it's incredible.
very nice.
Try clips on a hardtail. You love it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I think we might have something special here. This is
Scott-
Max, Scott Genius, and Corby hitting a small gap jump with his friend. Bit of an old school setup there, isn't it?
Hitting a gap. I just see his bike.
What do you think?
It's what he was doing.
Got some photo effect on there as well.
Yeah, trying to cover some of those cables, maybe.
One too many cables for you. Do you think,
It's
Doddy?
nice.
Bit of a snake
nice.
snake
That's a
going
good
on.
bike, to
He
be
does.
fair.
He does have a dropper post, and you can see because he hasn't got internal routing in that bike because it's pre that. You can see it runs outside. I've done that.
Have you?
I used to run the one with the lever underneath the saddle just because I didn't want that cable.
Was it not because you like the little danger element of having to take your hand off the
Hands,
bar?
literally hands off and go straight down to my crotch and try and lower my saddle going down.
And then you're steering, you're like, oh,
Oh my gosh! I moved on. That was nice. Oh!
Buttercup.
I can't.
Is it?
Just forever?
couldn't help you. I hadn't even seen the image yet.
No, it's a Scout.
I've got
20, it's a 29er as well.
Anna's one is nicer than that, I've got to say.
No,
Sorry.
mine's better.
Oh, have you seen Anna's recently?
No, I haven't.
She's got all those muck-off decals all over it. When I saw them, I was like, nah, it's wrong. She put them on, I was like, ooh.
Does look pretty pimp, doesn't
It
it?
does look really good. I'm going to beat it, though. You wait till you see what I'm doing to my
can't
one.
Oh my gosh. Scout off. Oh, look at this. Edwin's Niner.
Niner.
Rip 9.
I like a Niner. I like that brand.
Yeah.
Adding some rainbow bling to the mix on this fun
I do
bike.
like that.
So you've got oil slick pedals, oil slick chainring.
Oh, you don't see many Niners on the show. Come
No,
on,
you don't.
give it a super
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Well done there, Edwin.
Right, next up, we've got one in from Lorenzo. He's out in Queensland, Australia.
Isn't that the new one?
That is the spanking new one.
That's brand
yeah.
new.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen. That's super nice. Wow. Look at that. And what?
Generous for the super nices.
I think we were. Yeah, incredible to end on one of the newest Canyon out there. I like that. The new Strive.
Canyon.
Canyon.
Canyondale.
There we go. Thank you very much for sending in all those beautiful bikes of yours. If you want to
Amazing.
get involved, there's a link in the description to our uploader. Head over there, upload your beautiful rigs to that because we love to see it.
We
I
do.
love seeing them.
And that's it. That's the end of the
really?
show.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was really quick.
Wow. It's been an absolute dream. Thank you very much for
Yes.
joining us.
Yeah, let us know what you think about this funniest crashes, what you thought about some of my ones, some horrible but maybe funny ones.
No, they weren't funny. They weren't. Type down in the description, type down in the comments your funniest crash because we might laugh at that. Not snapping legs, running over your feet is pretty funny. Anyway, I digress. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time. See ya.